Hi, this is Evan Jones looking at Preptest 29, Game 1, the accountant game. This is a very easy game which sets up the next game, which is a total monster. Game 2 is one of the most notoriously difficult games probably ever. So this one is one that you should hopefully knock out really quickly. I think that a great test taker could reasonably expect to do this in like 4 to 5 minutes, making it probably one of the fastest games of all time. So let's take a look at how to solve it really quickly. Okay, so on Tuesday, an accountant has 7 bills, numbered 1 through 7. I don't know why I wrote a 9 there. 1 through 7. And we've got to place them on one of 2 days, Wednesday or Thursday. And the rules are that either 3 or 4 bills will be paid on Wednesday, the rest on Thursday. So whenever you have a requirement that you have to pay them, it's good to use these boxes which show you, yeah, that has to be filled. And then you could have an optional spot up there, which is just a more typical spot. And then likewise, we need to have either 3 or 4 here, so do the same thing on this side. These are spots, these squares, that will always be filled all the time. So that's a good visual reminder of that. Bill 1 cannot be the same day as Bill 5. So that's a classic grouping game scenario. Just have a cross off visually. That way you can see that this stacks up. And you could never see 1 and 5 in here. That would be no. So when you have 2 spots like this is classic in an in and out game type of situation where you only have 2 groups. When you see that these 2 can't be together, that means that they're always over here or over here, because we do use all these bills, remember. So the better thing to do is actually just write 1 and 5, 1 and 5, and then now you know for the rest of the game, doesn't matter which one's where, but 1 and 5 have to be split up over here. Next rule, Bill 2 must be paid on Thursday, so just put that right in, that's great. That's a permanent factor in the game now. Bill 4, this is the following rule, Bill 4 has to be the same day as 7, so you put that together as a block. And then we have just one last rule, which is that if Bill 6 is paid on Wednesday, then Bill 7 is paid on Thursday. Now, this is a good setup. You could do the game very quickly with just what we've got here, but an excellent test taker should see here that, okay, we've got this big fat 4 and 7 block, right? And that's going to take up most of our remaining spots. So I'd think to myself at this point, well, why don't I just graph out the 2 different possibilities, with one with 4 and 7 over here, and one with 4 and 7 over here. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So we got our Wednesday and our Tuesday. We got our 1, 5 spot, 1, 5 spot, and our 2. I see this rule, I'm like, why don't we just try that first? We'll have 6 over here, and then that forces the 7 and 4 combo over to this side. Let's do that. So it's 4 and 7. And then we just have one remaining free variable, which is the 3. In fact, there's no rules about the 3, so it's kind of a good idea to circle it. And, it can, be basically wherever. And then I might try then to be like, okay, what if we have the 6 on Thursday? What can we do now? Let's do our same setup. Wednesday, Thursday, 1, 5, 1, 5, 2. And then we put the 4 and the 7 over here. Now we know, because the 4 and 7 are over here, we can't have this 6 be on Wednesday. It has to go on Thursday. right? And now the 3 can be on either here or here. It can dance around. When it's up top like that, I like to put a nice visual reminder that it's going into either one of these two remaining spots. And that exhausts the possibilities for the whole game. The last thing that you could have tried is, okay, can we have the 4, 7, and the 6 all over here? Like 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4, 7. No, because that only leaves one variable, the 3, left over here. And remember, we have to have this 4 or 3, 4 or 3 numerical distribution for the spots. You can't have just 2 variables on one side and 5 on the other. So that's no good. So this exhausts our possibilities for these setups here. Which is great because now you can just blaze through the rest of the game super fast. It feels really great whenever you do this because it's almost like you're just taking a break while you solve the problem, solve the problems quickly. This is like the whole possibility for the game. You know, you can flip this 1 and 5 around, and you can flip the spots for this 3, but otherwise, we've got World 1 and World 2, and we're in one of the two worlds. Super easy solve from here on out. So let's look at question 1. If 4 bills are paid on Wednesday, which means we know, if 4 bills are paid on Wednesday, there's only one way to do that, right? And that's to have the 3 jump in over here. You can't, in this setup, ever have 4 bills on Wednesday. So we know we're definitely in scenario 2. I could label these if I wanted. Scenario 1 and scenario 2. And so we know we're definitely in scenario 2. And it's asking what the bills could be that are paid on Wednesday. Well, we can list the options right here. 3, 7, 4, and then 1 or 5. So we just need to find a group in the answer choices that gives us that. And that's D, 3, 4, 5, and 7. 3, 4, 5, and 7. It's just asking what one group could be, so we get rid of the 1 there. And that gives us our answer, D, because that could be a complete group, 3, 7, 4, and 5. Okay, question 2. Which of the following is a complete and accurate list of bills, any one of which could be among the bills paid on Wednesday? So here we just count up all the things that can be in Wednesday from our 2 scenarios. We got 1 can be in there, 3 can be in there, 6 can be in there, 5, we've got 4 can be in there, and 7. Everything except 2, actually. So just look down and find that group that excludes 2 in the answer choices. It's C, the correct answer. Question 3. If Bill 2 and Bill 6 are paid on different days from each other, what must be true? 6 and 2 on different days from each other, that puts us in scenario 1. And just go down through the answer choices and find one that must be true. A, exactly 3 bills are paid on Wednesday. Yep, that has to be true. We've only got 3, 6, and 1 of these on Wednesday. So A is your correct answer. Circle it, move on. Super fast solve once you've got these scenarios out. There should be nothing difficult here. Question 4, if 6 is paid on Wednesday, that puts us in scenario 1 again. Then what bill also must be paid Wednesday? Only 1 must be paid Wednesday. 3, just look for that in the answer choices. There it is. B, super easy. Again, this is just like a break. So move on to 5. 5, if bill 4 is paid on Thursday, that puts us in scenario 1 again. Which of the following is a pair of bills that could also be paid on Thursday? 1 and 5, this is answer choice A. No, you can have one or the other, but not both. B, 1 and 7. Yeah, that's fine. You could have 4, 7, 2, 1. So B is a possible answer. B is the right answer because it's something that could be true. Question 6. Which of the following statements must be true? You just go down and look through them and see what must be true according to our diagrams here. Pretty easy stuff. A little more work than the other questions, but still a quick solve. If 2 is paid on Thursday, so that's both scenarios, bill 3 is on Wednesday. No, because 3 can jump around in this scenario, so that's not a must be true. If 4 is on Thursday, 1 is on Wednesday, 4 on Thursday puts us here. No, 1 can still move around. Not a must be true. Cross B off. Answer choice C. If bill 4 is on Thursday, that puts us in scenario 1. Bill 3 is paid on Wednesday. Yeah, that has to be true. 4 is here, then 3 is here. So that gives us C as our final answer. Pretty easy solve. You can see how you could blow through this game. I mean, I imagine that there are kids that solve this in like 3.5 minutes. If it doesn't happen yet, just be aware that, look for these situations where you have these limited possibilities, because when you are able to list all the possibilities out, it's a very powerful tool, of course, as you see here, for solving it quickly. So while you would have been okay with this scenario, and probably you would have quickly realized, okay, there's a very limited amount of possibilities, and you would have gotten to here. If you can get here right away through intuition, through seeing, okay, there's not too much left, not too many spaces left to put this 4 and this 7, you're going to solve this game really, really quickly, which is great because you're going to need all the time you can get for this monster problem coming up next, game 2. Okay, let's take a look at the setup for game 2 now.